Someone just asked me about OANDA. I mentioned on X that I trade natural gas on OANDA, which is not a futures contract. It's an ETF, CFD, whatever you want to call it. It's based on what they choose as what goes into this price. It includes the cash price, the front month on the futures over at the Henry Hub, and actually some of the forward futures prices as well. It's not exactly clear what goes into it. I've never quite been able to find out precisely what it is. But it does produce a very smooth chart. Now, this is the OANDA day chart on natural gas. Remembering that this contract's sort of made up, I suppose. It's a combination of different prices. But what we do get is a continuous chart, and we don't get rollovers. The downside is that you pay a daily overnight fee, which is pretty high. It's not as bad in terms of decay as UNG and Boyle and that sort of thing. So if you're a small trader and you're trading natural gas and you're interested in trading it, and you want a chart that's pretty technical, OANDA is a good place to trade. I'm not sure if US citizens or residents are allowed to trade on OANDA. I have no idea. But what I do know is that if you are able to trade it, in some countries you're not able to hedge. OANDA does offer hedging for certain countries and certain traders, so you'll have to figure that out. What we do get is a very smooth chart, and I can zoom into this quite easily. There's the megaphone pattern that I originally drew out. We broke down through that bottom line, touched it from underneath a few times. And then when we broke out above the 20-period moving average and this bottom line, I went long. I've actually exited that long trade now. I'm looking to rebuy back into this drawn zone here. This is the 20-period moving average on this day chart. And this red line is the 100-period moving average on the day chart. Now, I would normally put in the 50 and the 200 as well, but I don't actually trade off these charts primarily, so I haven't bothered to do that just yet. What I can do is put a Fibonacci retracement in from the bottom to the top. And now we can see where the Fibonacci's coincide with various other supports like the moving averages, etc. There's the 38.2% retracement at 2.28, the 50% retracement's at 2.15, and the 61.8% retracement is just above $2. Now these levels coincide very much with what I presented in the last video just a few minutes ago, but I wanted to cover OANDA for those who are trading it. So on OANDA, I'm looking for a pullback into this rather crudely drawn, it was meant to be a circle, it's not really circular, more of an ovoid. And considering the Fibonacci's at the same time, we could get a pullback to 2.28, 2.15, or just above $2. So that's it on OANDA. I'm out of the longs, looking to rebuy on dips. As I said in the previous video, we've had a pretty sort of steep rise. It's not parabolic, but it's pretty vertical. And so I think pullbacks could be quite strong, maybe a little firmer than we expected. Anyway, that was just an update for those trading OANDA. I hope that was useful, and I'll see you in the next video.